Everybody likes the cha-cha-cha. Took my baby to the hop last night, and what to my surprise?
Sounds so good. That is legendary singer Sam Cooke, who grew up in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood. Cooke had 34 top 40 R&B hits in his career and was one of the original inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, Chicago is honoring Cooke tomorrow by renaming the street location where he was born, Sam Cooke Way.
Well-deserved indeed. Janet Davies here now with the CEO of the Chicago Blues Museum to talk about this musical pioneer. Janet?
Oh, You Send Me, Wonderful World, Chain Gang, Twistin' the Night Away, just a few of the many hits by this extraordinary singer who is credited with also helping to create the soul sound. Cooke was also active in the civil rights movement, but died tragically at a very early age. And finally, he's getting that unique honor Chicago likes to bestow, a street named after him. Greg, when does this happen? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and this was Sam in the best way possible, and he went to Alderman Burns over there in the area, and they put it together. I got involved when we should promote it, but this was his brainchild, and it's been one. I want to thank Eric for that.
Okay, now tell everybody who doesn't know who Sam Cooke was.
Oh God, Sam Cooke, he was considered the innovator of soul music, and I was fortunate. I grew up next door to him as a kid. We all grew up in an area at 36, and it was called the Courtway, or black people call it the Courtway. It was the Courtway, and Muddy Waters lived there, and it was just a thriving community in Bronzeville, and he changed everything. He was an entrepreneur, one of the first African Americans to be an entrepreneur, to do his business, to take care of his publishing, his own record label, and it's just amazing that it took this long for some recognition, and I always felt that the community should embrace him, and it would be important for kids to go to school. And I mean, you know how cool it would be to say, I live 36 in Sam Cooke Way, and have that on your envelope? That's it right there.
Now, he started out in gospel,
yes,
right?
He did.
He was gospel singer first, and then he crossed over to R&B and pop
Yes, he
sound.
did. He started off with the Soul Stirrers, and I think he was with them for about 5 years.
They're going to be there tomorrow, right? Wait.
I hope so. There's going to be so many people there. Alderman Pat Dowell's going to be there. Herb Kent, the Cool Gent, who's considered the mayor of Bronzeville, so I called Herb, and I tried to get so many people involved because in that area, till today, if you tell people you grew up in that area, it's like family. They start asking about Doolittle and Wendell Phillips and Holy Angel schools, and they can tell you where the Ed P was and carrying groceries in Lake Meadows. And so it's important to have things like this, not just Sam, but you have Nat King Cole, you have so many great people that help put Chicago on the map, and we need this for the kids to be able to identify with so that they understand how great that they could be.
Quickly, tragically, he died very early.
Yes, he
right?
did.
At what age?
About
30, in his 30s. Tell you
30s.
that, 30, and we lost him at
Yeah,
that
we
point.
lost him.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. And the renaming ceremony of 36th Street at Cottage Grove as Sam Cooke Way takes place tomorrow, as Gregg Parker said, at 2 o'clock. Thank you for coming and sharing this wonderful video from the Chicago Blues Museum. Let's go back to Ravi and Cheryl.
Memories. I remember my father playing the 45, Change is Gonna Come. That was one of his favorite songs. And at the Rego Theater, I know my family saw him there too. So it's going to be a wonderful celebration tomorrow. Thank you, Janet and Greg.
Chicago knows how to find us. Now, still ahead here.
Chicago will rename a street tomorrow on the south side. The honor is for a man who made change come in the history of music. We'll talk about Sam Cooke next.
But I know a change gon' come. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go.
It'll be a wonderful day in Chicago, remembering the wonderful world of Sam Cooke tomorrow. The city will rename part of 36th Street Sam Cooke Way. Sam Cooke was born in Mississippi but moved to Chicago and grew up in the Bronzeville neighborhood. He went to Phillips High School. Sam Cooke reinvented rhythm and blues as soul music. Sam Cooke's pioneering tunes in the 50s and 60s paved the way for talent like Aretha Franklin, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, James Brown, and others. He was active in the civil rights movement. Sam Cooke was one of the first African-American performers of his time to take charge of the business side of his career. He died in 1964. He was only 33, shot by the manager of a motel in Los Angeles. The case ruled a justifiable homicide, although questions persist surrounding his death. With a
But I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
On in Chicago Close Up, honoring the legendary Sam Cooke.
Last night, and what to my surprise,
Nashville's own, the soulful and legendary singer, Sam Cooke.
ain't that good news, man? Everybody likes the cha-cha-cha. Took my baby to the hop last night, and what to my surprise,
Sounds so good. That is legendary singer Sam Cooke, who grew up in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood. Cooke had 34 top 40 R&B hits in his career and was one of the original inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, Chicago is honoring Cooke tomorrow by renaming the street location where he was born, Sam Cooke Way.
Well-deserved indeed. Janet Davies here now with the CEO of the Chicago Blues Museum to talk about this musical pioneer. Janet?
Oh, You Send Me, Wonderful World, Chain Gang, Twistin' the Night Away, just a few of the many hits by this extraordinary singer who is credited with also helping to create the soul sound. Cooke was also active in the civil rights movement, but died tragically at a very early age. And finally, he's getting that unique honor Chicago likes to bestow, a street named after him. Greg, when does this happen? Tomorrow? Now, tell everybody who doesn't know who Sam Cooke was.
Oh, God, Sam Cooke.